Hello, welcome to my tube, my tiny little tube. My name's Marge. I'm Youre and Bath. I just like having these little talks about the way I feel about things. Happy Chinese New Year. It's the year of the metal ox now. Anytime there's annuity, it's just fine with me, man. Whenever there's a shift in energy, that's just A-OK by me. And where metal ox is an earth sign, I hear Tucker. He's gonna come in. Hi, buds. I know it's you. How you doing? Want up here? Huh, Waggles? Aw, watch out, Benny. Watch out, Benny. Easy, easy, easy. Oh, he did it. He got up on the bed by himself. Good boy. Grab his ear. No, go lay in the sun. That's your option. We got a little snow earlier, a little bit of flurries earlier. I woke up to it. We're supposed to get some inches tonight, but last couple times we were supposed to get some inches. We didn't. So, metal ox. It's another earth sign. All this earth energy, man. I don't like it. I don't have a lot of earth in my chart, so I don't have it. It's not familiar energy to me. It's very uncomfortable. I'm just trying to learn how to navigate through it. I don't like it. I don't like it one bit. So I just have been reading about stuff and doing stuff, and I just didn't even feel like doing a video yesterday at all, because I'm just like, it's just more of the same, man. It's just the same day. I've lived the same day over and over, you know. It gets old. Huh, kitty, kitty, kitty. People don't care to hear about it. Come on, kitty, kitty. Show the people your pretty eyes. Your eyes match the pretty sheets on the pretty air mattress. The pretty kitty. Kitty, kitty, kitty. Kitty, 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 kitty. Anyway, what else? So the ox is the second out of the 12 zodiac signs. I think next year is my year. You're the tiger. Yeah. Yeah, you're the tiger. You're the house tiger. So, in China, this is just according to the Chinese Zodiac.org. You go to anywhere you want and read about it, and it's gonna be pretty consistent, you know, based on these people's interpretations and stuff. I don't know. I just picture it as whenever they have like I guess people don't watch natural animal behavior anymore. I guess there's not a lot of places. When I was growing up, we grew up watching, it was funny, there's a show called Mutual of Omaha. Or Wild Kingdom, and it was sponsored by Mutual of Omaha. And, which is fun, because I ended up driving past that building years later, unbeknownst to me. When I was a little girl, you know. Never knew what that was, and then I ended up in Omaha. It's just funny how life turns out. So we used to watch animal behavior, you know. I used to watch shows about animal behavior. And nature's, no. Nature is can be very brutal. Mostly it's brutal. Nature is very brutal. You know. Humans, we're the ones with thumbs. We know we're supposed to know better. You aren't supposed to eat our own kind. You know. It's the animals that, like, you know, some animals just, I don't know. Anyway, I've seen some pretty gnarly freaking stuff. You know, like, but it's everywhere now. Everybody's seen gnarly stuff. But what I was talking, you were just hypnotized. You're so cute. I need to focus. When I was watching that when I was little, and I always, when I grew up, I was always outside, and I would come across nature and watch how nature would behave. I don't care what it was. It's something, you know, if I was out there, you know, and I would hide and be real quiet and wait for nature to come and stuff, and I just see all kinds of crazy behaviors, you know, animal behaviors. And what I learned is, you know, it's pretty freaking brutal in a lot of respects, you know, and human beings are animals, and some human beings, they freaking succumb to their more animalistic side parts of them, you know, but they don't, I mean, we know better. We know better how we're supposed to behave and how we're not supposed to behave, how we're supposed to treat our fellow man and womankind, how we're not supposed to treat them. I just saw a story, I was like, dude, we're just getting more and more of this shit. I've been suspect of, I get knowings about stuff, and then my mind start, you know, I might get my imagination going. And heck, there's a reality possibility for timelines for every idea that there is. So who knows, you know, whatever. It's all true. It's all false, whatever. But there's a 47-year-old freaking model that they found, some dude that works for like the Department of Transportation, you know, those big old dudes with neon outfits on, you know. He was out doing something on an off ramp and saw her. He saw a body, and this woman freaking, and it was like brutal. It was like she was like shot in the face, the neck, the hand, probably from doing that first. That's what I'm guessing. When people, they get shot in the hands, it's usually from them going, no, don't. There's a truck driver, 28 years old. See, those truck drivers, man, that's just another easy entity for freaking scumbags to hide out in. I'm not saying everybody that drives truck is a scumbag. It just makes it easier for people to do things across the nation, you know, in complete anonymity, because they're just passing through and stuff, you know. Yep, it's just the more storylines. So anyway, just people gotta be careful, man. The world is not a safe place. It never has been, but now it's just like the freaking dastardly are just in our face. They're just like, ha ha ha, we've just done it for so long. We don't care. You know, this is who we are, says freaking Army Hammer, who, like Keegan pointed out, doesn't have a care in the world, you know? It's just weird. See, with people without spirit, they'll do it. They don't care. They don't have feelings and emotions like people that with feelings and emotions have. So they do, and they'll do things to watch the reaction, but the things that they do can be really freaking or ridiculous or just absurd. Just what people can do to make people dance like puppets, just make it happen, make these things happen for me. Like I never really liked Mariah Carey. Even when she first came out, when I was like a young girl, the 80s, 90s, whenever it was, never really liked her. And one of the reasons why is I remember it was like, because I used to listen to Casey Kasem, and he'd give like little trivia bits and stuff about artists and stuff and things like that. And man, you hear little tidbits about people, and you just know it's true, because you can just see them and feel them doing it. And then, you know, and this was before they had like separated M&Ms where you could just get M&Ms of one color or have whatever you want printed on the M&Ms. You know, that's something they do now too. But back then they were just all in a mixed bag, and I think she was like, she only liked the brown ones or something. So she had somebody go through, because that's how she wanted, like when she toured around, she wanted certain things in her dressing in her studio, in where she got ready. And one of them was she wanted a bowl of brown M&Ms, so somebody had to go through a lot of M&Ms to get just one bowl of brown, because it's like and it's just like and this was back in the 80s, 90s. So when you think about how, you know, people's egos evolve, because with the evolution of things, you know, people go they evolve closer to the vibration of spirit, God, Christ consciousness, or they evolve more to ego, away from all that. And no, And I understand the importance of an ego, because if I didn't have an ego at all, I would not do these videos. I mean, the ego, I would not be alive if I did not have my ego, because I would not have trusted myself enough to be this long, you know, especially in the life circumstances that I've lived through. I made a note. I was thinking about AI earlier, and I know that they've been collecting data as long as data has existed, as long as operators were plugging lines into here and that, and there's been recording. There's always been that. There never has, because there's people. It's just the way the world is. Because people make choices every day to make the world a kind of way, and they choose it from within. And mostly people are freaking very shallow and not very imaginative, you know? So that's why they have to go to jobs every day that they hate. For what? I don't know. So with all this artificial intelligence stuff, and I intentionally robotics and artificial, because when I went into my discipline, when I wanted to go into like a college, you know, because I knew I was going to go into computers, IT, because it's just how it is. It's just this technology is going to be around unless things get vaporized. That ain't probably going to happen. So, and I've always been in a support role, so I went down the route of, you know, networking, cabling, you know, doing it from building the network from the ground up, and then, you know, connecting your systems to the network, whether it's, you know, your local network, your intranet, or the outward network, the internet. So, whatever. And so I know that they've always been collecting data, doing stats. They want to know how people behave, because if you know how people behave, then you can predict and get people to behave certain ways, and then you can sell certain products based on people's behaviors. I wonder what the stocks in freaking 3M are right now. Because so many people are scared. What is this double, triple? It's just stupid. I can't believe the earth I live on, man. It's like not even fun, dude. It's not even, it's hard, you know, living the same day over and over. It's really hard to freaking, you know, find new ways to make myself laugh every day, because I don't see anything in the world that's too fucking entertaining. It's just like, really? Really? That's what people want to look at, huh? People are still signing up for Disney and all that. Still, that's all cool with everybody, with all the, you know, all the stuff that related to that. Oh, it's just weird. So, I think it's people. I think it's a person's individual responsibility to not be so predictable. See, I'm not that predictable. I think that's why I can't make friends. I was like, Mom, I'm gonna be 47 years old. What is my problem that I fucking can't make friends with people in real life? I mean, I never happened in my whole entire life. And you know, Mom said, well, it wasn't from lack of effort. And I was like, thanks, Ma. Thanks. So, people should not be so predictable. If people were so damn predictable, you know, it's supposed to be evolution. We're supposed to evolve into something. We're not supposed to just get up and, you know, drive the same route to this. Well, there's so many people that aren't going nowhere right now. Are there places opening up? Are there places opening up in the world? Are there? Because from what I'm understanding, the astrology is looking like we're going to just get more bullshit rules. But I guess if you're in certain tax brackets and you live in certain places and you're of certain advantages, then, you know, those rules don't apply to you. Because that's how it's always been. Governments, regulations, policies, and procedures, it's all based on interpretation. It's all more prominent about who's in charge and how they're feeling at that particular moment, that particular day. It's all a crock. And it's hard to watch. And it's hard to watch people I know that still frickin' engage in the bullshit. I think it is so weird that the pedotists Dude, that was his nanny. Like, young girl nanny. And then his wife, and go check out the gematria. It's just all murder. It's just death by numbers, life by numbers. Those people. The world is for them, and we're their puppets, their little playthings, their little toys. We just are the little ants in the field that make it happen for them, to do all the heavy lifting. I mean, people have their agendas, dude. People have their agendas, and the more like power and prestige people get, they get really weird freaking agendas. I mean, when a rock musician is just like gonna put freaking people through the roots to get a bowl of brown M&Ms, you don't think some freaking short man with a less endowment than he would like to have isn't gonna make everybody around him? It's all so predictable. So that's why I like to mix things up. Even I remember when I was in the military, there's like, you don't go the same route every day. Always choose, every now and again choose a different route. Don't be predictable. And people got predictable because people got lazy. People are so lazy, man. And I got so much energy, I don't even know what to do with it. I was out this morning picking up poop. I was cleaning up poop in the yard. I was like, I gotta do something, man. I can't just freaking sit here. And I can't get a wagon yet. Well, I guess I could order it, but anyway. I told Mom, I said, Mom, we're just gonna eat our feelings today. Because I'm just not having a good time with the energy. I don't drink because I love to drink, and my spirit goes, and my freaking ego grows, and I don't care, and I don't give a fuck, and I'll give people a reason to not like me, because I don't understand why they don't like me without one, so I'll give them one. All that shit that comes along with that, all that nasty, gross stuff with drinking, so I just don't do it. If I did, today's the day I would day drink. I'd get a bottle of this, I'd get a bottle of that, I'd do this, and then I could pass out and then wake up in a couple hours and then do it again. People like me, we can't do that. I hate pills. I don't like pills. The VA gave me a bunch of pills and they all freaking changed my freaking body chemistry. And I don't like what it changed it into. And I've been trying to freaking reverse it ever since, but what's done is done. All I can try and do is that, my channel isn't for people I'm not for the majority. I'm absolutely not for the mainstream. So like in the more cush, fluffy, comfortable, sheltered life people have lived, the fucking less you will like me. I will not make any sense to you. See, because people, I think, are really attracted to like people. Okay? They want to be around people that are like them because it's comfortable. And it's safe, and it's predictable, and it's not scary, and you don't get any ooga boogas or jumps or nothing unexpected. But the thing of it is that ain't real life. Real life is scary. There is so much. When I hear these practitioners, I don't want to induce scare. Oh, fuck yeah, people need to be scared, dude. The potential exists. There's in Nabanatu, there's a 7.5, Dude, we're just a jolt away from the poles flipping and freaking death. We don't got to worry about the Rona or mask. Freaking, people are, states are falling and earths are changing, and landslides, all that stuff. Oh, people should definitely have cause for concern. And then also remember how you're treating people. So with all that just lurking around the corner, maybe that thing that you want to say, you shouldn't say it, because it's better not to say it than wish, man, I hadn't said it. But how many don't even have the discipline to not? So many. That's why I look around there. Oh, you don't got no discipline. You can't keep the spoon out of your mouth. You don't got no discipline. You don't know how to take care of your soul sack and your vessel. You don't. You evidently don't love God enough to take care, because you ain't taking care of your body. How many people can tell themselves that? I work so hard to get in a place of fitness because, I mean, just with my back alone, man, I have to maintain an optimal weight. Any extra weight, man, and then it's just more pain. It's just more pain. Then I'm just another asshole in pain on this earth. Just try not to be mad about everything. Try to be mad about this. Too much of a good thing is not necessarily a good thing, and people really don't have any concept about that. It's like, for years, I just said, I want to take care of my family. That's all I want to do, right? I take care of my family. That's all I do is take care of my family. So people really need to put into their mind, how much you're willing to do what you say you're going to do. And the ox, you're the ox. It was saying that in one of the readings I was reading earlier. This is going to be a year when we fully feel the weight of our responsibilities. A year when it's necessary to double our efforts and to accomplish anything at all. And I'm just like, dude, I don't have the energy to do that shit. And everybody keeps talking about how you're going to find your soul tribe. You're going to find... I'm like, dude, I ain't holding out for that. If it happens, that's great. But it ain't happened in 46, 47 years. I ain't going to freaking hold my breath. I was listening to Molly McCord earlier, and she's like, have you ever felt like you're the only person? Have you all... Yep. Me and a gazillion other people. And I just keep doing these videos, and I keep trying to reach out to people, and I watch other people whose videos I like, and I try to engage with them, and they just don't want to. So, okay, they're not for our, I know what isn't for me in this life. I know it isn't for me. All I do know is that I have a faith in God, and God has always taken care of me and Mom and my family, and for that I can rely. And anything else is really pretty much irrelevant. And most days, if I can keep my vibration in a high vibrational frequency of above pain, in joy, in love, be in love. How are people in love? Being in that vibrational frequency of love. How do people do that? I didn't even know what that vibration was. People talk about love styles. I'm like, dude, I never got love when I was a kid, dude. My parents did not like me. I can't tell you how many times I heard, I love you because you're my daughter. But what if I wasn't? You wouldn't, It's just weird. And I know I'm not the only one. See, and I know more people that their freaking parents didn't like them than their parents did. So I think it's weird that this world is based for the coddled and the freaking ignorant and the denialers, who have been denialating all over the place. Freaking, it's like, I hate ignorant people. I hate freaking little mini-minded people. Working hard or hardly working. Gonna catch the big game. It's like, that's their scope. That's their whole life. And I look out the window and I'm like, God, there's a whole planet out there. There's so many things, places I still wanted to go and I still want to see, and I can't. I'm pretty landlocked. And that's just how it is, because that's what I signed up for. For whatever reason. My mother, I became her caregiver by the time, like, emotional support, whatever, 5 years old. I was her protector. I'd fight against her marauders, the men that would drunkenly beat her. I would, I'd just see, so it is so weird that with all the experience that I've had in this life of all seeing how people treat people and their psychology and this, that, and it doesn't matter their economic background, their freaking color, their skin, none of that stuff matters. People just really treat people gross. And that's pretty much why the world is in the state of it that it's in, is because people don't know how to be in the vibrational frequency of love and be kind. They're just withholding and just feel bad. We're waiting for someone to make them feel better instead of putting the effort into doing it themselves. Oh, I still see people 20 years. Remember those freaking shakes, those fitness shakes? They were big, I think it was like 15 years ago. I still see freaking people selling that same shit. They're stuck in a loop. Still freaking, 300 pounds, but feel great with that milkshake today, right? Stuck in a loop. People get stuck in a loop. So, anyway, I think that's about all I got for now. Hope you have a rad